Sloss and Humphries on the road.
Muggins and Cream, Cream and Muggins, straight thuggin', living the dream.
That's our intro.
Fucking muggles.
Tickling the clit inside your head that makes you laugh. They said it can't be done.
Do you like my use of the Gideon's Bible?
Huh?
Do you like my use of the Gideon's Bible?
No, I don't have any weed with me.
Do you not think that's a good use of it? I'm using it like, because you know when you put the podcast clamp arms.
Sorry, I thought there was a thing under here that was holding it. I see.
So I've got a glass table as a makeshift for the listeners. Glass table as a makeshift desk for mic stands, but the clips don't quite fit on the metal bar underneath. So I've wedged a Bible in, and praise be to Jesus, we'll have a podcast.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was out of ideas. There's nowhere else to clip it. Try clipping it there, didn't work. There's nowhere to have it. I mean, we probably would have. I would have just been holding.
We don't just have regular stands.
And out with this.
Well,
didn't pack them, did I?
Well, then what's the fucking point in any of this?
Just because
the quality's meant to be going up. How do we know how to
fucking improvise with the Bible?
Oh well.
Tell me a good time when you've improvised with the Bible.
To be fair, I think it's one of the, like, on the spectrum of things the Bible has been used for. It's on the less evil side of the spectrum, right? You know, but I don't think that's a good barometer of anything.
That's true.
I don't compare my human values to Christian values.
Do you think anyone's used a Bible to brick a stained glass window?
Brick a stained glass window? Absolutely.
Do you think so with a Bible?
At church?
Do you think that anyone's ever knocked Jesus off the cross with it?
Well, I wonder if on Kristallnacht, were the Nazis Christian?
Surely.
Right?
That seems like a Christian thing to do.
No, but I just mean in the sense, like, they must have... Hitler wasn't their god, but... Did he ever talk about God?
I mean, Trump does, doesn't he?
Well, Trump does just because it's...
Trump uses the Bible as leverage.
Yes, and he can't quote any of it, and he's never actually read it, but it's like his...
Can you quote any of the Bible?
Off the top of my fucking head. Oh, God.
I know one. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of the death,
You're just
I take a look at myself.
You're just quoting raps, that doesn't count.
Huh?
You're just quoting raps, that doesn't count.
Realise there's nothing left.
Yeah, that doesn't count. No.
What's 3:16? What's
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What is he referring to?
I don't know.
That's a Bible verse, right? That's why it's called 3:16?
Oh, it's because in the Bible that's the bit where the glass shatters. And that's
Had glass in the Bible. The Bible days. See, he wasn't walking on water. He was just walking on glass.
They would have had.
They just didn't know what glass was.
They would have had glass. When was glass invented? I think glass is ancient.
It's hot sand, isn't it?
Yeah. Like
glass is hot sand. I'm not being ignorant in thinking that.
It's very, very hot sand. Yes, aye. So that's got to be.
Can you get natural glass?
Yeah.
Like if there's a volcano near the beach?
Yeah, sea glass.
Yeah, sea glass?
Yeah.
Is that not? Oh, because that's where it's meant to cool down.
Yeah.
And it turns into glass. Maybe I had some of that then. So smash that in the Bible. Sea glass, volcanic sea glass. On chapter 3:16 of the Bible. Is that what you reverse engineered?
No. It was Stone Cold Steve Austin's entrance music was. Aye.
But that's... Anyway.
I've never read... When was the last time you were in church, actually?
Got to be a wedding. There was a church wedding. One of the like early weddings. Sean Anderson or Nick Soulsby, like the lads I went to St. Benedict's Catholic school with.
You went to a Catholic school?
You're napping. I didn't get expelled. I got expelled from that one. I didn't get expelled from Ridley High School, but I left because
you were going to get barred.
I was going to get kicked the fuck.
Aye.
And I had friends from football.
And you were like, I'll tell you where I'll never get barred. A Christian school.
I went from the fucking nerdiest kid in Ridley High School to the nerdiest kid in the Catholic school.
I went to like Christian camps, like something about, like, literally just because my mum and dad wanted me out of the house for a week during the summer. Like, I'd be like, I don't believe in God, and they're like, yeah, but like you're out, you get to fire gardens, you get to ride horses, you get to go canoeing, kayak, and all that shit. Just shut the fuck up, sing the songs, and fuck off.
I never used to join in with a prayer. I used to do a prayer at the beginning of each thing, and they used to do mass.
I did it with my fingers crossed behind my back.
Did you? I wish this prayer would come true.
I also think it's funny, like, if your whole thing is like you don't believe in God, but if he does exist, he also can't just see behind your back.
The omnipotent God, fooled by the most childhood of
Look,
pranks.
just because he can be paying attention all the time, doesn't mean he is, right?
Nah, that's true. You would, like,
He's
you wouldn't, would you? You wouldn't, like, I mean, come on, if you're out of school, like, got a question. If he's like omnipotent, he can be anywhere all at once, and he's just at a school checking on maths.
I think he could be in lots of, like, he could be in lots of places at once, but I don't think he, I mean, he's not real, but like the type of, if I were religious, the type of God that I would aim for is the, you know, hey, I love you, I made everything, enjoy and be good.
Do you know they wouldn't let
As
me?
opposed to, you stop sucking that dick.
You wouldn't ban that stuff.
No.
You wouldn't just hire a couple of fucking hurricanes and tornadoes in the mix if anyone did it.
Oh, no, I would absolutely use weather patterns as punishment. I would
Not for that.
No, but that wouldn't be what I'd punish for. Oh man, I'd absolutely love to be a guy. I'd be like, I will absolutely tell you when you're doing things wrong by setting volcanoes off and doing hurricanes. But like, that's what you get.
Yep.
And it shouldn't be that hard to work out what it's about.
It would be fucking every other second way. It would be like the end of days. Someone's fucking...
No, I feel like people would eventually...
Someone's chatting at the reception desk of somewhere that you're waiting to get served, and they're having a conversation with their colleague, and all of a sudden, fucking lightning storm outside.
People could harness it, I think. They could predict it. They'd be like, look, if we stand in the middle of automatic doors on the entrance into an airport, right, and we plant it, I can get it to rain over there pretty heavily in 5 seconds.
You just have a cloud following one old lady around.
Yeah.
Just like a cartoon. When I was in this Catholic school, they wouldn't let us neck the body of Christ. They wouldn't let us drink the blood.
Why?
I'm an alcoholic. They're just because I wasn't Catholic. So, like, they'd done mass on occasion, however often mass is, like, every now and again. What is it, like 6 weeks or something? When do they have mass? Every Sunday. I wasn't in school on a Sunday.
Aye.
But occasionally they'd have mass at school. And they'd eat a bit of crisp. And they'd drink a bit of fucking whatever it was, fruit shoot instead of wine. And they're like, they're not heathen. heathen blood. Fuck off.
Did you?
Just had to watch. Had to watch.
So,
what do you think that is?
So they weren't trying to convert you. They didn't have you and be like, "This is how we'll get you on board."
Never once.
We're going to use this section. That's weird for them to not really lean into indoctrination, since that's the foundation of the Catholic Church.
I had to sit through it. I didn't
Yeah,
get
but
like
do you know what?
I didn't get like an extra break when they did shit like that.
I just didn't. I didn't think that our Christians were as exclusionary as the American ones.
Yeah, I didn't even cross my mind that it was a thing. I didn't feel excluded.
No, I mean it's not.
I felt like they were all pathetic.
No, they are. They're all.
I couldn't get my head around it. I'd just sit there on a bench in the wings going, what the fuck is this fucking weird cult that I'm whacking on? Anyway, friends were life with some of them lads. Still, your best mates.
Yeah. Oh, that does make sense. That is why all your friends are religious. Oh. So, I think you always tell me facts about your life, and because I just don't care, I don't piece any of it together. I don't retain any of it.
You know what I remember as well? Like, what was really eye-opening? How much hotter the Catholic lasses were than the heathens.
Really?
Moving from Ridley to St. Benedict's.
What do you reckon that is?
Don't know.
Do you reckon
You know what? They were all a bit more affluent. And it might be something to do with that, but that, like, affluence doesn't necessarily mean hotter or more minging.
I mean, it does. If you got more money, you can get hotter people, especially back in the
So
day
you mean
when
like
these
in
people
the-
were having kids.
In the natural selection scheme of things, is that what you're saying?
Though it is very alt-right grifter territory of being like, women are designed to go after men who have the most power and money. It's cut that shite.
I see. For you to just like say that that's the case, you'd have to lean into the Andrew Tate policies.
Yeah. Aye. that theory of just because we came from apes, that we haven't invented several civilizations since then and learned from those civilizations, as if we can't fucking always does my head. Man, we're just monkeys at the end of the day. Motherfucker, we've been to the moon. Like, fucking, what are you talking about?
Moon monkeys.
Like, we have responsibility, we have ethics, and those have been around for thousands of fucking years. There are standards, we're all in a society.
Like, if you're going to do the evolution will come from monkeys thing, just going further back and going, oh, we're all just amoeba at the end of the day. We're all just single-celled organisms.
Like, man, we're all just monkeys. You're like, but then one day, as a society, we all came together and we went, right. Do we all agree that it's minging and not on to fuck a 15-year-old? Everyone's like, absolutely, that would be the worst. And that's a society rule that we have, right? Right? That's not a monkey rule. That's a society. That's a rule we can all agree with.
Monkeys are still doing that. They crack on. We don't even stop them, really. Dogs do it, like, when they're, like, warning that.
See,
that's what separates us from dogs.
It's
most of us.
The fact that we have a society and we have laws in place. I get so bored. I'm just a monkey. I'm just responding.
To what are you doing? Wiping your bum? Why are you wiping your bum then? What's that paper in your hand? What are you wiping your ass for?
You brush your teeth, you daft cunt. Like,
just a monkey with some stuff.
Aye.
Like dominance. I'm only a monkey when it comes to dominance. I clip my nails.
Well, I keep hearing, like, I never, obviously, it's so impossible to know what's actually true nowadays, but I keep seeing online, and I've obviously done zero research apart from read the comments on it.
This is just a thing to get you angry.
No. This was like a positive one, I guess. But apparently, there's the guy who came up with the alpha wolf theory. Later found out that it's just not the case. It's not true.
Is that the alpha wolf like always says at the back of the pack?
Well, no, it's just in general that there is the idea of there is an alpha. It's not true. So apparently,
it's mythical.
Yes,
the alpha wolf.
Yeah.
That changes everything I knew.
Yeah.
I thought there was like a wolf that was the pack leader. Thought it was me.
No, the democracy.
Democracy.
Proper democracy. Aye.
Voted. Aye.
That's what all the howling is. That's their Senate.
It's not too different now, our Parliament.
No, not at all.
It's barking on at each other. Wolves don't bark, I'm aware of that.
Don't they?
Mm-mm. I mean, I don't know what I know anymore, but I know what I think I know, which is that wolves don't bark. In barking is it's a communicating with humans thing.
Well, I mean, cats definitely don't meow in the wild.
Lions don't meow.
No.
Do they purr?
They do purr. They do purr.
To the hiss. I would fucking...
It'd be odd if you... It'd be odd to hiss if you can roar. It
would totally disarm me. Like, if I was like, a lion's like prowling us down, right? And I was like, oh, fuck, it's got a poach, it's got a cousin. And like, oh, fuck off. Get out of here, you stupid.
Didn't know you were one of them cats.
Fucking get out of here before I fucking chin you.
I don't know, man, because, like, I mean, I absolutely understand where you're coming from, but also, I reckon a lynx would fuck me up.
Oh, that would probably hiss, wouldn't it? Like,
absolutely. Yeah, over my tears.
Aye. I'd hate to get battered by one of them cat animals. They'd fucking lynch you. Because it wouldn't just... like
which specific cat, or just any cat animal?
It would be so fast. Like a tiger, lion, any of them ones. It would be so fast and strong. You just feel like food.
Have you seen that great video of the old tourist? I don't even know if he's American. I just want to say he's American because he's an idiot in the video. So obviously, the rest well goes. Well, it's got to be a Yank, but it very could easily be a British person that gets out the van in the lion safari, and the lion just drags him away like a fucking rag doll. Right. Yeah, he survived, but
legend. Survived a legend.
No. I don't think anyone looks. To get right, even to survive a lion attack is just something the lion gave up or somebody shot at.
I am a fucking idiot. How the fuck did I get myself in that position?
I
did go. I mean, I feel like I've talked about this fairly recently, but I went rogue on safari once. I wanted to see the baby elephant that we couldn't see through the trees. So when we stopped, I went for a little wander.
Oh, that was dumb.
Aye. And like, there would have been no sympathy if anything happened then.
Do you think that women out there at the same percentage that men do? I think if you were to ask most men, would you like to be bitten by a shark if you were guaranteed to survive it? I think over half of men would say absolutely 100% yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think it's anywhere close to 50% of women.
None of them? None of them? 0%? Really close to 0% of women would like to be bitten by a shark. They don't even want the scar. I think, like, there'll be some outliers out there, but just transition already.
Do you reckon the reason women don't want it is because obviously for men, not only is this a scar, it's the story. Do you think the reason women don't want that is because they're like, men don't listen to our stories? Like, even if I was bitten by
Never
a
let us
shark.
finish. Just finish my story anyway.
Oh, she nagging him on about that shark attack again. Jesus.
Oh my God. Have you seen the clip of the professional golfer? The female golfer? Who's practicing a swing and a man comes and starts correcting her.
Oh, no.
Have you not seen it?
No.
She's on a driving range and she just fucking hits this ball clean as anything. And then this guy comes up and says, "Oh, look what you want to do." Just starts giving her advice on her swing. And she's
What a lovely, friendly man.
And she's so polite. She's so fucking polite with this guy. She's like, "Oh, I'm transitioning from one swing to another. Like, I'm busy, like, going for a different swing." She tried to explain, like, a minimal. And then he was like, "Oh, I've been doing this for 20 years." And, like, played it on her. And then he, like, stepped back. She took a swing, just the same she did last time. Hit it fucking clean as a whistle, right down the middle from fucking miles. And then he was like, "There you go, see." It's the most cringeworthy, awful fucking bit of, like, it just makes you feel so fucking ashamed.
Why?
Because that's what I do. Do that all the time to my wife. I don't. I do not. But fuck, man, like, there might be points where you do shit like that. That's just you're not even switched on to it that you're doing it.
I mean, I definitely explain lots of things to Cara, but that's because she's an idiot.
Aye.
She's from the north.
It's dumb splaining.
Yeah, but you have to.
But still, now, because dumb would suggest you're the dumb one. Because mansplaining, you're the man when you're splaining.
Mm-hmm. You don't mansplain. Mansplaining to me, you fucking pig.
I just watched that Macdonald reel where he's like the doctor said I need to lose weight. When I went into the surgery, he told me to open my mouth and say oink.
Norm.
I keep showing Natalie clips of Norm Macdonald and she's just unmoved by them.
Oh man, I
fucking
was
gutted.
I was like that for
Genuinely.
several years.
I'm genuinely gutted. I even suggested watching his special and she was like, nah, I'm not into him. And I was like, what?
I definitely had that for like in my 20s. I didn't like Norm Macdonald, I didn't fucking get it. And then late 20s, I don't know what I think it was the
Germany clip.
Germany clip was excellent. And then it was
The
also
Thatcher.
the Thatcher clip is one of my favourites.
Where he's like, I'm going on a hunger strike until Margaret Thatcher
Thatcher's
dies.
dead.
She's already dead. Then he cuts to him just shoveling chicken into his face. Did you ever meet Norm?
Nah.
Never see him live?
Nah.
Nah, that's good, isn't it?
Aye. He definitely went well before his time.
We were talking the other day about who's been on the stages that we've played. And who was it that had played the gig in Toronto? Prince. I didn't even know at the time, but Gordon, our tour manager, was like, "Oh, that gig is in Toronto. Prince has played there." I'm aware of Prince, but I've never like deep dived and listened to lots of Prince. I'm aware of some of his songs, obviously. Who other like people that you would be a little bit starstruck if you found out they were sat on the same couch backstage that you were sat on and walking the same walk to the wings to be called in, like, so you're walking in the same footsteps. The Manchester Apollo, the one that did the first one of this tour, the Beatles have played.
Yeah.
And obviously the Beacon Theatre had loads. That had like the Rolling Stones and Elton John and like a bunch of... But for like DMX was the one, and when we won St. Louis, I think it was, and there was a DMX poster. I was like, oh, holy fuck. Earl Simmons back down here.
I don't get too much of that. Like I like being at historic venues, but I mean, this is going to sound such a cunty thing to say, but for every like fucking, Beatles and Rolling Stone, there's also just us.
Aye.
Like, and there's like the local orchestra that
the ones
got
that
to play there.
and we're the ones that find it cool.
yeah.
They don't. We're watering down their legacy by being there.
Aye.
They don't give a fuck. I mean, they're mostly dead. Eminem would be a good one. I've never seen any Eminem posters backstage, and I'm sure if any...
I've played one when I was in Detroit. I played.
So that's what I was thinking. I've never done Detroit with you. You did that pre-tour.
Yeah.
We're going back to Detroit. I'd like to know if that venue, and also I'd like to know, because I reckon you could probably get like a list of places where Tupac's played because he died so young. Like even if he toured every year since he was 19, that's 6 years of touring. It's not an insurmountable amount of venues, and we could probably find out if we've performed on the same stage as Tupac. That would be fucking amazing. Because like these guys didn't always play arenas. There was that pocket of time where they weren't playing arenas.
Aye, but that's the easiest way to actually achieve it is like
Play arenas.
It's just because you go like if we do the Hollywood Bowl, then you just get like 50 of the greatest of all time. I do enjoy it in like a little like feel like I've performed there with them, but a lot of the time like the venue itself also has to have history, because it's like, oh man, like for me, Sum 41 or fucking Linkin Park, or the bands I loved when I was growing up and stuff, like if those were the venues they played on like their way up or at their peak, I absolutely find that impressive, and I'm like, oh cool, that's a fun part of our career to be in. But if it's like that, they were playing here 7 years later after the fact, then
Well, on the way down.
yeah. If they played on their way down, it's like, oh wait, am I also playing this on my way down? Or like,
it was when we first done the Birmingham O2. That was where I first went to a gig. We drove down in my Nissan Micra to watch Papa Roach.
aye.
And I remember them being on this balcony looking out over the audience, and like I got to be where what's he called, Jacoby Maddox? Is that the lead singer of Papa Roach?
Oh, no idea.
Okay, where he was stood like looking down at the audience, and now like before the gig, I just went and had a look, and I was like, oh fuck it, this is pretty cool.
I guess I would be venues that comedians have played would mean like the Beacon was like a big one for me, just because I know so many comedians that have played the Beacon,
Like American comics and that. But then again, though, like the thing with comedy is, like even when we played Leicester Square Theatre, there you've played the same stage as Bill Burr. You know, like like comedy's so rugged that in the smaller venues you're getting collectibles.
But that's not the one I'm excited. That's not the Bill Burr venue that you're excited about. Like the Wilbur is the Bill Burr one you're excited about. Or if we ever get to, fucking decades down the line, do Red Rocks would be good. But I think Red Rocks capacities in the thousands, the way too high thousands. Do you think people that aren't into stand up are like as impressed by the venues, or do you think it's just like not even on the mind of people? Like I sometimes wonder if like when I tell my mum and dad that like I played the Palladium, I played the Bataclan, or Sydney Opera House, anything like that, I'm wondering like how much it registers with people. Sydney Opera House has got to be a big one for everyone, since that's everything that's ever featured anything Australian. They go, by the way, that's
the fact it's like iconic as not the space, but the actual architecture is iconic.
Like in terms of iconic buildings in the world, surely the Sydney Opera House is in most people's top 10. I think to play there. Don't think the Palladium would be.
Madison Square Gardens would be the fucking.
Would that
be the top? Like, would that be the top venue to play? Like, as far as like venues you've played, would MSG be the top venue if you did it?
Yeah. It'd have to be that. Radio City in New York would be a fucking huge one. That's pretty big. Where else is on? I don't really have many. MSG is definitely Radio City, Red Rocks, Hollywood Bowl would be cool.
There's probably a bunch that would not even on my radar because they're in like South America and shit. Do you reckon we'll get to South America?
It depends how the next 4 years go in terms of it. It depends which part of it.
I'd like to go to Brazil and Argentina, and Argentina's definitely got market, because in the same way before we did India and you were getting like pestered by people about India, there was like fair few people pestering you about Argentina.
I don't know. I'm desperate to fucking do it. But it's about the promoters and the...
Aye, finding the right people. Do you have any goals left in this industry? Have you achieved everything you wanted to achieve?
Yeah, I mean, I've done way better than I ever thought I would.
Is it like maintenance at this stage?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But the dream for years has been maintenance, and God, let's just keep this and see where it's going, and then we can, continue to surpass that. In terms of things I'd still like to do, the venues I've just said would absolutely like to do that. I guess I will. Tour bus is happening. That's always been one for me.
Okay, we'll keep it quiet, but private jet.
Private jet, yeah, but we'll never tell anyone. We'll never tell anyone we do it. We'll keep it off Instagram.
Just for appearances. Thanks for the £3. We'll put it once.
Yeah.
Private jet, thanks, guys.
Arenas, I mean, now, like, there'd be some places that I would want to do just as a, like, if we could do an arena tour of Europe, that would be something that I'd never fucking considered even as an option before, but would be good to...
When you played Wembley, where did that go on your list of, like, venues?
Well, I mean, it had a very special place in my heart because of what it was. But, like, that was bridesmaid. I was a bridesmaid there. That was me hosting someone else's thing and getting to be part of it.
That's how I get on my collectibles, is being fucking bridesmaid. Do you think I've achieved all these venues on my own ticket? Like shade? Fucking you just keep leaving the door open. Keep popping in, make me sell at home. Eat half the rider.
Only half, who you kidding?
I wonder how many people will get imposter syndrome in my shoes. Mugs. Absolute mugs.
I mean, it was good. I mean, because I didn't think I would enjoy arenas at all because you'd lose the intimacy, and I didn't really enjoy that big MSEC one in Melbourne. That was a bit...
Yeah, that was...
But then again, I enjoyed the bigger one in Brisbane.
Oh, that was class, yeah. I like that.
Yeah, and that was about fucking 4,000, I think, 3.5. So, I mein, in terms of things I've yet to do, that would be good.
And then you're going to take the box, take a gig underwater.
I don't want any of those ones.
Yeah. Like when the guys did the highest altitude gig.
Yeah, I don't need
the foothills of Everest.
Yeah, no, I'll take the actual badges. I'll go for the actual, career achievements as opposed to...
when people have got Guinness World Records and then somebody's got like for tying the most shoelaces together. You're like, all right, sure, we're in the same book. For different stuff. I still do like the fact that I'm the first English comedian that's performed in several territories. Mm-hmm. English speaking.
Yeah.
Because I've stolen in front of you.
I'd like to do South Africa.
I'll take that still.
I'd like to do South Africa. I'd like to do South America. I would like to do Ukraine. I would like to do... I'd love to do a movie, like even just like a fucking shitty background or like a TV show for a bit, just as a... But I'd love it not to have anything to do with me. I'd love it. To just somebody else to do all the fucking work.
Just like when Ed Sheeran's just fucking singing a random song in the middle of fucking Game of Thrones. You're like, what the fuck's that, Daft Cunt doing?
Yeah, that's the dream. That's the dream. That's the dream.
You just want to walk on set as a stormtrooper.
Oh no!
Would you be happy with that? Like,
I would be ecstatic with that. But I would also take like a longer part in any TV show.
You'd also have to like pretend to be more into Star Wars than what you are. Your dad would enjoy that more than you.
Yeah. Star Wars is fine.
That's what I mean.
But just that every kid...
that. It's not a waste.
Have you not seen fucking Dakota Johnson? I can't remember whatever the name of the lady who plays Madam Web in Madam Web.
Dakota Fanning was the child actor that was in everything.
And I'm thinking of the other one. She does not.
She's an adult now who might still be.
Could be her.
That you're talking about.
No, I feel like Fanning's got the more circular face. I feel like there's more Fannings. This is Dakota Johnson.
What's she done?
She was in Madam Web, and she doesn't know anything about the Marvel Universe. Like, could not give a shit.
Great.
They asked her to like
Megalo McCabe on the fucking Man City tour bus.
absolutely 100%. So far over her
In the
head.
Formula One paddock.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah.
having to look at pictures of Lewis Hamilton before he walks past him just to make sure he gets the right guy.
Yeah.
Absolute waste. So she's in Spider-Man and not...
Oh, no, she's in Madam Web, which is like they've done the Marvels, but for and it's
She-Hulk.
apparently, it's apparently
Feels a little
piping
bit
hot shit.
patronising all this, you know. You know, like, oh, She-Hulk and Madam Web, there's your little bit of the world. We'll just put it away in this little corner on Disney Plus.
Well, don't get me wrong, it just is very fun. And to be fair, I've not watched the Marvels or Madam Web yet, but that is because everyone in my life was like, they're piping hot shit, they're just not good. It does just feel like they're doing it for the sake of doing it, as opposed to like they're pushing an agenda where it's just like even fucking liberal people are like, yeah, man, like we all get this message, like you're not, this isn't
Marvel for me are doing what the UFC did and just giving us too much of it and not on a high standard. Where like I used to love waiting fucking for the UFC, you'd wait like 6 weeks for a belter card.
Yeah.
And they're like, here's a couple of cards per weekend. And you're like, I'm not watching all of them, and you end up watching none of them.
Aye.
And then Marvel's got that now with me where I'm like, I used to fucking hang on for the movie, and then now I'm getting series after series.
It was 2 things a year. It was 2 things a year, 3 if you were lucky.
And the cliffhanger meant something.
Aye. That being said, if you want to hire me to play any fucking superhero, I'll do it. I'll be in a shit Marvel movie. That'd be a good dream. Proper flop. Just one of the worst.
You know how Simon Pegg like lives all of his nerd dreams by like appearing in everything.
Yeah.
I didn't.
And not confronting Tom Cruise on anything. Just being like, just a man who's just so comfortable just being one of Tom Cruise's closest friends and be like, I'm just not going to have any opinions around you. I'm not going to challenge any of your thoughts whenever you start spouting absolute mental shit.
He was in Band of Brothers.
Simon Pegg?
No,
he was.
I watched episode 1 of that, and like it's mad because you even said like, oh, when you watch Band of Brothers you recognise everyone, but you said like Fassbender and Tom Hardy, who we wouldn't have known who they were at the time. But then when they're in it, you'll see them and go, oh, fucking hell. I didn't realise how many, like, Stephen Graham's in it.
I said everyone's in it. Everyone is in it.
And I even went and just looked up the entire cast and went through to just even the people who have one episode to see who was in. And there's a comedian who I don't know if I've worked with her. I don't think I have, but we've been on the same bill, like where she opened and I arrived after she'd left. But Maureen Younger is in Band of Brothers.
Is she? Who does she play?
It said that, I think, German civilian.
Oh, a traitor. Wouldn't catch me doing it. I'll act, but only ever for the goodies.
I didn't want to be seen as a talent.
No.
You know what I mean? You just end up like fucking, what's his, Kevin Spacey, who's just amazing in everything that he does. And then when you watch it back, you go, oh, so that's just him then.
Yeah.
He's not even acting there.
Yeah. Look, man, some of the Leonardo DiCaprio N-words in Django Unchained came from the heart. Like, some of that wasn't acting.
It was the mask slipping. You think, oh, were you filming? I didn't know you were filming there. I was just chatting to my mate.
So I take my Bluetooth out.
I was on the phone, such a funny concept. just shouting the N-word in Django, didn't realise he was being filmed. Sorry, mate, what was that? Oh, right, we're rolling. I just keep that in, whatever.
It's one of my favourite Matt Kirshen jokes, is the, when you're singing a song and there's white people in the room and the N-word's about to come up. It's like, do they say it? Do they not? I never do. But I was at my friend's house and we're all singing a song. It was coming up and my friend said it, hard R and everything, which was, awful, just the worst. Completely ruined the birthday surprise. Happy birthday, dear.
What was I going to tell you there? putting tracks on reels.
Yes.
I'm now like, I went to put on a thing of like how to crop and paste from an iPhoto into a reel because I'd done a couple and then like a few people asked us about how to do it, and instead of us replying to them each one by one, I thought I'll just fucking put up a little tutorial of how to do it. But I just, because it was such a lame video, I wanted to put a contrasting track of it. So I went to Wu-Tang, put Shame on it. I'm not going to say it, but you know the lyrics.
No, don't.
Right. Matthew, edit around this. Shame on it.
Don't do
Elliot.
it.
Elliot Steele. We're trying to run game on Elliot Steele. I saved you the edit. Don't do it even if it's just me and you in the room, guy.
Santa will know. Santa hears you say the M word. He knows.
I get loads of presents. Turns out he's deeply racist.
Aye.
I'm one of his boys.
Man, he's playing Xbox for the rest of the year. That's of course.
I just watched the clip back with that track, and I was like, it's still coming from me. I'm not saying it. Like ODB or Method Man, whoever does the chorus, I should know this. It's saying it, but it's still coming from me, and it didn't feel right.
No, you can.
So I put a DMX one in where he just kind of slips it in. It's less problem. Just kind of glides over it rather than making it the end.
No, that's cancel culture going too far. You can post rap songs with hard R's in it. You can't post. You can't post non-rap songs with hard R's.
Yeah, old country songs.
Yeah. That's not any pop songs. Not on.
It did feel a little bit like that clip. Is it the Whitest Kids You Know? Is it them that do it? Where they've got like
tell me the clip.
They've got a black guy with them, and he's like trash talking his mate, and the black guy uses the N-word for him.
It's not Whitest Kids You Know. That I can't remember the name of the sketch group, but it's not Whitest Kids You Know.
And he's using the guy to say it for him. It did feel a bit like that. I pussied it. Walk. Walk is a joke.
Scared.
I was chatting to Sid last night, and I come up with something that I'd like to not be too scared to do on stage. But against a little something like this. Right. The reason I don't use the word faggot is because I found out what it meant.
Right.
Right. Now, the way I don't use it flagrantly, I'm using it to explain why I don't use it. I'm not using it as a word to call me friends or whatever. Right. Is because I used to listen to rap music. I used to use it with flagrant disregard, and then I found out what it meant. It meant like a bundle of sticks that you put on a fire, and people who said it thought that gay people should be put on a fire, and historically gay people have been put on fires for being gay. So fuck, I am not. Now that I know that word, Carl is woke, Carl is enlightened, I know what the word means now, I'll step away from the word. And I've always, up until just the other day, used the word Eskimo for Inuits. Even though people say you can't say Eskimo anymore, I'm like, woke. I found out that Eskimo directly translates from the neighbouring tribe from back in the day. It doesn't cook the fish.
Right.
So now I don't call them Eskimo. I call Japanese people Eskimo. I'm still going. Right? And I mean, where the Eskimos live is pretty nippy. So I call them nips. Racism the other way around. Factually accurate the correct way. So that's why I call paedophiles faggots, because they should be put on the fire. Not funny enough.
Oh, I mean...
Not funny enough?
Nah.
I'm not saying anything bad.
No, but you're not saying anything good. Like, you know.
I'm just saying that we've got these bad words that we use for people, but they're used on the wrong people.
I mean, feel free to explore it on stage. Well, it's so much.
I don't know if it suits us. Like, that would be good in the hands of previous Louis C.K. Where people trusted him.
Yeah.
And he, like, obviously not the way I wrote it and worded it, like, obviously, like, in his hands.
The concept.
With his skill. Because, like, let's not deny, he's got skill. I think that would be good in the right hands. I don't think mine are the right hands. I don't think I can do that with cheeky playfulness.
Is that what you see your comedy as?
Well, that's how I get away with stuff. Like, that's definitely how I don't get away from stuff by leaning in from it. I get away from stuff by kind of leaning away from it.
I over-explain everything.
Back yourself.
Yeah, you
from
gaslight
everything
people.
Up,
People
from
like,
everything
what if I explain it? Then you're not allowed to be offended. And for some people, people are like, oh, fair enough. I guess so. I feel like if somebody explains something to you first, this is why I'm going to punch you in the face. Like, oh, it does make sense. Now you mentioned it. I am a wanker. maybe I do deserve to be punched in the face. Then they punch you in the face. That's what I do with my comedy.
Yeah. You already did say you were going to do that.
Yeah. Well, you didn't hurt that much though, did it? Like I know it hurt. I know it hurt.
You can't be mad at us when I said I was going to punch you.
Yeah. Well,
Give you a chance to get out of the way.
Are you mad that I kept my promise? Right. So you're gaslighting me. You're making me feel bad.
Even though it was really difficult for me to get out of the way because I'd have to like make a scene and leave.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're in the middle aisle.
Yeah.
Also, I've lured you. I've lured you in with trust. I've lured you in. I'll only have.
And I've paid to stand here where you said you're going to punch.
Yeah.
But still, it's my fault somehow because you used a lot of words confidently.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're a man.
Hey, that's not it. Hey. I mean, I do just all my comedy is just fucking excellent. It's just fucking IKEA comedy. Just
here's all the parts.
Yeah, this is how it goes together. Like, oh, right, okay, well, doesn't stop it being fucking basic.
What am I going to do with that then? Look at it. It is good what you do though, where you're like fucking. And then my sister died, and then she got raped. You're like slapping a fucking lump of clay onto the wheel again. Let's see.
I mean, she didn't get raped. Those are two different.
Two different shows.
Two different situations.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't put the hyphen in.
Yeah.
Hyphen, probably not a hyphen,
Slash.
like a slash.
Aye.
Yeah. You do like slap a bit of clay down on the wheel. You go, see what we can make of this.
Aye.
See what we can make of this, and then you do make something good of it. And you unexpected it.
I know, but I think that's also. I mean, that's the fucking the thing though. Is it's easier from that? Like it's easier to, like, if you make somebody feel like shit, you only need to make them feel like this good, and that's because you reduce their feelings to this. Like if you want someone to be happy and they're in a good mood, you got to get them from here to here with this much fall. Whereas if you've made them really, really sad, you only have to get them up here. Like it's
Yeah, so you're just lowering the bar. Super low, and then you just get them just above it, and they go, "Oh, thank fuck."
People are so desperate for, if you take laughter away from them, they're so desperate for it because they don't know what else to do, especially not in a fucking comedy show. That's what they're there for. So if you just make them dead awkward and uncomfortable, they'll fucking laugh at anything resembling a joke because they're desperate, starving little sluts.
Unless you're in Melbourne.
Unless you're in Melbourne.
And they're full. And they're desperate for you to fail. I think that's cruel. A lot of the Melbourne crowd are great. The ones that would draw in ourselves, but the street pickup.
It's just, it's the clitoris of the world. It's just and that's fine. They're nice people. I could beat them all up.
Are they super sensitive because in the same way that Austin's kind of like overcompensating for the rest of Texas?
Oh yeah, well, I think
they're just like, there's just this nucleus of the goodies, the perceived goodies, and like we're not like them. We're not using racist language. We're not.
Well, I think it is very much just like, oh, this is where our people go because it's where we're allowed to thrive. I think there is a bit of that. Like queers from around Australia will move to Melbourne because it's their mecca, and then they'll scissor each other and stuff, do whatever.
Which I don't find Brighton sensitive.
No, that's a good point.
I think London is more sensitive than Brighton.
Absolutely.
And that is probably a lot to do with like the people who are sensitive aren't the people you're talking about, they're the people getting offended on their behalf.
Well, Sydney's gay as fuck, and Sydney's not easily offended.
San Francisco.
Sydney's... Oh, San Fran is a bit... They're not as much as Melbourne, but they are a bit.
I think so.
Yeah, a little bit. Aye. You could upset people in San Fran. And you can upset people in LA. I mean, you can set up people everywhere in America. You just got to burn the right flag.
That's why Scotland's class.
Huh?
That's why Scotland's class.
Oh, we get...
Oh, like civic pride. You can upset your sensibilities in that way.
Aye.
But you're not going to get pearl clutching over dark humour.
Oh, no, God. No.
Like, the birthplace of it, really.
Man, it's always so jarring to me because it does exist when I meet Scottish people who don't like swearing, and you're like, fucking which part of this country did you come? There's no part where, I mean, don't get me wrong, like,
but those people are from a different generation and they don't like swearing in front of women.
yeah. I mean,
it's not for the house.
Yeah. everyone, because I see it so much time on fucking Scottish Instagram reels and stuff. There'll just be like a kid swearing. Right? Anyway, a kid between the ages of fucking 5 and 12, and the parents just catch the moment that the kid's not swearing like I swear, which is all the time. The kid lets out a fucking swear, and it slips out, and everyone in the comments being like, I'd be fucking mortified. Be like, man, I'd be absolutely fucking mortified to go out in public if somebody said something, fuck, shit, bastard, wank, and I went, I don't think I'd ever leave the house again. I'd be so embarrassed.
Imagine feeling hurt by swear words. Like, I find it fucking hilarious when there's like a 5-year-old kid on someone's shoulders singing "I Hate Fucking Sunderland" on the like Toon fan page, and obviously that's going to upset a lot of people. Yeah, that's a child. You're like, a child swearing a song, but you're like, oh, you're the one giving it power by doing this. You're giving that word power. This is like, I was going to say it's not coming from a place of hatred, but he's saying I hate fucking Sunderland, so it kind of is.
I mean, it definitely is.
Kind of. I hate. It's kind of coming from a place of hatred. Fucking Sunderland. Yeah, it's fine. Well, you know what? With football, I always think that football is like controlled tribalism. It's fucking bullshit.
It's controlled, dude.
I think it's bullshit when it overflows and people start punching each other and fighting and fucking. But like, I think like having this like outlet where you can just go into your neighbours and fucking hate on them and then go back and you well, that felt good, but no one got hurt.
Yeah,
it all just happened on the pitch. Like the fact that there was no shite happened after the Newcastle Sunderland game was fucking brilliant, and I think everyone on both sides will agree that that's class, that it went without a hitch, and everyone will compliment the councils and the police on both sides for doing a good job of it and all that. But you still want to fucking shout on at them. You still want to just fucking yell at them and call them cunts, and vice versa. It's cathartic. I think that controlled tribalism just gets through your system.
You got to do it in sports, so you don't do it in politics.
Aye.
Doesn't matter that way.
Fuck the Tories now, but
well, obviously, fuck the Tories. Obviously, we're in Cambridge. Speaking of fucking Tories,
this is where they do that punting thing, like rowboats with a stick doing the street.
Cambridge is the bit of England where I'm just like,
I'm not meant to be here.
Yeah, I don't relate to this place much.
Yeah, I feel like a foreign body that's been rejected by the. I don't feel that. I don't feel rejection from the people. I just do feel like a sense of alienness, and I mean it's nice here. I would not fear being mugged in this place.
No, I mean I would. But we live separate lives. Yeah,
like it's very like nice posh.
Yeah,
polite posh.
Yeah. Like I think the reason Cambridge United don't do well in football is because
these shake hands after every fucking whistle.
These posh twats can't fucking roll a team up. You know, go on, score a goal. Come on.
Toodle pip referee.
It's nice and it's safe, and because of that, but not like fun safe, like brightness. Safe, like clinical safe.
Aye. Yeah, like everyone's sticking to the speed limit, waiting for the green man to cross the road. I'm just absolutely blanket, like what do you call it, stereotyping them now.
Yeah.
But I just assume that like even if there was no police, this place would be a law-abiding state.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Like they'd only have to send round the tax collector once a month, and somebody would have nominated themselves to go to him with this is the city's entire things. Here's all the forms. We've signed it. Thank you so much. Yeah.
They stick to the Green Cross Code on Grand Theft Auto.
It's Adelaide. It's the Adelaide of.
Oh no, but Adelaide is a bit scuzzy.
Yeah,
like you'll not see a bogan here.
Yeah, you'll not see Neds. No.
Oh, I cannot imagine how laughable the ones who identify as Neds are. Because you do get places like that where, like, I find that with Morpeth, which is like just near Ashington. If you're living in Morpeth, you're doing all right. If anyone's trying to be a child from there, like, fucking, your real name is Clarence. You live at home with both parents. You have a real nice marriage. Like my mum and dad. little plastic chavs.
Well, I think you're all scum up there. Like,
Nah, you'd be rooting in Mortworth.
But you're not just like.
You would.
Are they not just? It's like scum with money, though.
You can get £1 million house in Mortworth.
Aye.
Yeah.
What do they do?
Probably like real estate.
Right. Okay.
I don't know, but I'm guessing like developing properties and that.
I have knowing absolutely nothing. Is there any like is estate agent like a fucking real job? Like
Estate agent?
I know it plays money, real estate, but like
When I say real estate, I mean like developing properties.
oh okay,
Like property
then that
like,
yes,
yeah.
okay, that is but I mean like
I mean, I don't mean the person at the desk when you walk in.
understood.
But I reckon there'll be money in that. Fucking, there's so much money in houses, and they're fleecing people. Like they're just lying to them when they come in because they're like, "Oh, well, I'll get me cut if I get this across the lane."
But I mean, because they're definitely real estate agents are fucking despised in Australia because Australia's house prices are fucked. They're not really hated here, I don't think.
Like they don't seem to be shut on from the heights that they are in other countries. But I don't think they're especially adored.
No. But like, would you say they were above or below parking attendant?
Which is below, like Scuzia.
Yeah.
Below, right. I just went above in the rankings of who you hate rather than. Yeah, I think parking attendants trying to make ends meet. I don't reckon they're like fucking chasing that fucking big payday. They're just doing a shite job that nobody wants to do, but it's available. I think if you're a parking attendant and you love it and you're not fucking looking for other work, like that, like fuck you.
Are you above? Are you below real estate?
Because I think real estate, like, there's a fucking price on it. You're like, hey, now what? I can make some money off this. I can make some cash off this, and you fucking throw yourself at it, and you can be a proper career man. I don't think you're a career man.
What's the top 5 scumbag jobs?
Oh, you nailed it one time. You got it dead on. Florists.
Oh yeah, scum. Evil.
Profit from death.
Aye, it's over the moon when people die. Oh my! Did you hear about that? You heard about the fire yesterday? 3 kids dead. Can you imagine?
Fucking hell! Open up on after Sunday. Open up the kids at day. Get them floating, mate.
Aye, absolute disgraceful forests.
But that is a loophole one, though. That is Die Hard's a Christmas movie answer. The scummiest jobs. It's hard not to see a copper. It's hard not to see a copper.
Mine would always be
You're in a gang.
border control.
You're in a fucking gang. You're protected. Border control.
Yeah, I'm just like, man, there's nobody tells you to have the sourest fucking face, be down, and just nobody's telling you to treat everyone like a fucking criminal. And if they are, they're also bad at their job. Like,
yeah,
you're the first thing people experience when they come into the greatest country on the planet.
Aye, as a job, it has the goal of it is like, you know, you should be proud of that you're keeping the country safe.
Aye.
But yeah, fucking methodology is just fuck off. 99.999 keep going. 999% of humans. Like subhuman pieces of shit on the off chance that you stop that 0.0001 piece of shit.
Aye.
Like don't treat Wahal like terrorists. Like fuck off. Fuck the fuck off.
Aye.
So yeah, like I think that job such a necessary job, but the way
100%.
the thing it's become is fucking scum. See also cop.
Yeah.
And parking attendant, like they don't. You're right about that, but I don't think that pays well enough to look at it as I think
the TV license people.
Oh, what are you doing?
That absolute fucking race traitors.
Do you know what our friend Matty used to do?
No.
Right, there was this thing. I don't know if it still happens anymore, right? But you you want to buy a TV, right? But you haven't got the money to buy the TV outright. But you can buy it on tick. And the way you pay the tick is you put the box on the telly. It's clamped onto the telly, and it's got a power cut off and you need to be putting regular change in the telly to keep your telly on.
Right, okay, yeah.
And Matty used to have to go into the houses. This is when he was like, I'm talking like 19, 20 years old, and he would pull up when he's sitting in Picasso.
Aye.
And had to go into the house in his suit to go and collect the coins out of these houses. And he got so much shit.
I'll fucking bet.
He got so much shit off people. Coin collecting for somebody that's marked up a telly to a poor person.
Yeah, scum.
Scum job, that
I don't think.
proper. It's like, but he
Nowadays, people doing that job would be driving around with fucking badges on, being like, "It's nice to be kind." We don't tolerate verbal abuse of any sort of stuff. Stop sending them ruin me fucking house then.
but that's just a young lad that's getting a job you get a car with it as well. Oh, that was very funny the day when he come to pick us up, because he drove around in the certain Zara Picasso that he got from work, right? So it was like all the lads had like fancy cars at the time, and he had this like estate kind of thing, and I'm waiting for him to pull up to take us for a ski lesson at the dry slope when we were like 18, 19 years old, and he fucking pulls up in this car, and I get in, and I said, dude, next to him, and it's me next door neighbour's bought a new car. It's exactly the same as Matty's. I just got into my neighbour's car, and he was just like, okay.
You're like, lovely this.
Nice motor. Get a job for them scumbags, did you?
I'm trying to think else. Or anyone, for me, anyone that does a job that is just known charlatan, and you do it despite that. If you're a journalist for a tabloid.
Oh, the worst. Yeah, you've got it. Bang on.
Yeah.
Bang on. Les Dennis has just fucking revealed it as the top answer. Sun journalist.
Anyone that does just on either side of the fucking political spectrum, any journalist that contributes to the fucking, like, the culture
the rags.
war. Oh yeah, absolutely. Just winding people up, taking things out of context,
stalking people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like the paps, those ones. Those are real pieces of shit.
Driving people to suicide, hacking phones, just like really. Yes, absolute fucking rotten hell cunt.
Yeah.
That was. I know that you're not a big fan of Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp. You and me both. But I saw a clip the other day where he just fucking flattened out to speak to a Sun journalist at a press conference.
Respect.
And like, even if he is doing that for points with his people, at least he's read the people's fucking thoughts.
Aye.
You know, like I look at that and went, all right. Not a huge fan of the way you conduct yourself, but in that moment,
yeah,
get some points from me.
Football referees. Across the board, Sunday league, top to bottom. Like rugby league, rugby referees are fucking great. I mean, I know tennis umpires can be annoying, but there's still this level.
You lived with Cullen for too long.
Nah.
He's got an agenda against referees. Like, you know what? They love football, and they're getting a fucking front row seat to the football. There's that.
They love the drama. The rule, I've always said, the rule for fucking referees has to be, if we ask the general public what your name is by showing them a picture of you, if over a third of football fans know who you are, you're fired.
But they're not doing PR for that.
Yeah, well, no.
Like, that's fans just going, this guy's a cunt, he's got it in for us because it didn't go our way last time. I hate him. And then get the other team doing the same, because everyone is slightly biased and thinks their team should deserve a bit more. And if a referee's doing a good job, he's sitting in that pocket right in the middle, and this team thinks he's biased and this team thinks he's biased. And he's actually just doing an alright job.
I think there's objectively bad referees.
There's bad decisions.
Nah, I think there's referees that absolutely do just make wrong ones, like being seen, like being on the fucking cameras, like having all these fucking, like, these people worshipped as gods having power over them. I absolutely think it's a fucking...
I don't think they make it to the top, though. We were at a Sunday League game, and we got a free kick, right? And Brucey picked the ball up from where it was, like, just fucking rotate it around, put it back down. Just, you're about to take a free kick, you'll place the ball. You didn't just leave the ball where the ref put it, you'll place it in the fucking space for bin lid of where it is. Right. And you got sent off for that. And we just couldn't believe it. We're just in the middle of the match going, that's not a rule.
Aye.
And he stuck by it and everything. And Brucey, like, you're not just getting sent off, but the cunt's got a fine. Aye. You get fined for a red card. In Sunday League, you get the exact same fine you get in the Premier League.
Aye.
To the FA, it's like, whatever, 40 quid or something like that. I don't know what it is now. But if you get a bigger fine in the Premier League, it's from the club. But the one to the FA is an administration fee, and you put that through. There's fucking Brucey getting sent off. So like, I get it that like if he's coming as a Sunday League ref, he's probably on a power trip, but he's probably not going to make it to the top, is he?
I think people who get power trips absolutely make it to the top.
I suppose so. If you get a power trip and you're good.
Aye.
Yeah, I find it hard because it's a job that like somebody's got to do, and I feel like they get so much shit that like
Fucking, how are you using the fucking my policeman defence on referees?
Because I love football, I just play in sport.
And I love the law. And it's applied correctly.
Have I ever shouted at a referee calling him a cunt? Yes. Have I ever suggested that he needs glasses while I've got my glasses on?
Yeah.
Nah. Nah, that would be hypocritical. I'm anything but a hypocrite. Should we go and do our last gig of this little...
Oh, fuck it, I have to.
I say last little bit of the UK tour. We've got a couple of days off.
And then
we're coming
Newcastle,
back.
Nottingham and
Brighton.
Brighton.
And then we're off mad overseas until the end of May.
Yep. Come see those shows. Fuck off.
Thanks for subscribing.